Folks, Payback is a dish best served with a side of mashed potatoes.
It's also a bitch.
And then you married one.
You know what it also is?
This Sunday, live on pay-per-view / the WWE Network.
Why are you still watching pay-per-view?
I don't know, because you're stupid.
You're a moron.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, I'm
still,
talking to you.
I still appreciate your view of this video, but...
Doesn't make you any less of a moron.
Get with the times. The network is only $9.99. Your pay-per-view costs you like 5.5 months worth of network.
There's no commitment on the network now. You can pay $10 and realize that in a month you can't watch even half of what's on the network.
You can't watch a tenth of what's on the network. But yeah, so, I mean, the fact that we got a pay-per-view coming up right around the corner.
Absolutely.
That means we have to give our predicciones. I like this week because it's 2 predictions in 1 week. We predicted NXT. If you watch the midweek wrap-up, you watch us do that. NXT predictions for TakeOver next week. But we're a couple days away from Payback right now. So we're going to predict the heck out of this one, starting with one of the rematches from the last pay-per-view, Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, this is all stemming from the Kiss Me Arse match at Extreme Rules.
Who think's going to take it?
I think this one has to be Sheamus. I think this is building up for a I think a lot of feuds are building up for potential of ending or maybe even being kind of sidelined for a second for Elimination Chamber at the end of the month. So I think this is going to be Sheamus getting his revenge for the quick win that Ziggler got last month at Extreme Rules. And then, they might be in the Intercontinental title Elimination Chamber, or maybe there'll be, a side match. Who's to say? But I think as far as this Sunday, I think Sheamus is taking it.
Thomas
Wolf, he's going for Sheamus as well. He didn't give me reasons why, so I'm just going to say it. He's going for Sheamus.
Thomas is going for Sheamus.
Yes.
You're going for Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for Ziggler.
Because he can't vote for Sheamus.
Because I
straight face.
If I vote for... I vomit in my mouth a little bit.
Just say Red Rooster.
Vote for the fucking French braid beard Red Rooster. Nope. Can't do it. I'm voting for Ziggler. Not only am I voting that Ziggler is going to win, but he is also going to make Sheamus kiss his ass.
Oh. Sheamus is going to get his comeuppance, huh?
I think so.
Alright.
That's my prediction.
I'll buy that for a
Let's go another rematch. Wait, there's a weird theme here. A lot of rematches on this Payback pay-per-view. But last month we had a kickoff match, which is now a main card match this go around.
It is.
We got Neville versus King Barrett.
Yeah.
Awesome match already. It's happened twice. We've seen it twice.
Yeah, the 2 that they've had so far.
This is a tiebreaker.
We've got Neville with the win
on the pre-show,
and then Barrett won the finals of King of the Ring.
Yeah, exclusively on the network.
Yeah.
$9.99. And
not sponsored.
Yeah. So
be awesome though. Vince, Stephanie, Triple H.
Trips, come on man, with bros, right? Who's Thomas picking for the Winsky?
Thomas is going with King Barrett.
Ooh, Barrett to take it 2-1 on the Nevilles. What about you, Travis?
This is a tough one because Neville is on a good rise as far as his main roster run. I love everything they've done with Neville so far. He's had a really good run. He's only lost a couple of matches, and they've been matches we expected him to lose, and they've been in creative ways. It hasn't been the same thing again and again.
Yeah.
Oh man, this one. I want to go with Neville just because he is on his roll, and I don't think a loss would hurt Barrett just because he is the heel and he's got the King Barrett thing to fall back on. So I think there's. I'm gonna go with Neville. I think it's a safe bet to go with Neville taking the tiebreaker here.
Yeah. I'm also going Neville, just because I like that Neville's on a good build.
Yeah.
A good steady upwards pace, which could favor him going in towards the fact that there's an Elimination Chamber match for the vacated Intercontinental title.
And a win over the King of the Ring is definitely a good way to put yourself in contention for a title.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going Neville.
All right. Yeah. So we're already differing.
Yeah. But I have to backtrack a little bit to the match everyone came here to see.
I know.
This is the one that's putting butts in seats. This is the one that's
It's the pre-show match.
It's the marquee match. The Ascension have to somehow figure out a way
to
Legion
of Dumb
with the mega powers.
The regular powers.
The regal powers.
The reggae powers.
Axelmania and Macho Mandow. This has instant classic written all over it.
Yeah, sure does.
And I know for a fact that it's the match JBL is the most excited to see on the card.
Because he wants to see the Ascension kick the shit out of Axel and Macho Man. I'm not gonna. No, Sandow. I'm not gonna say it.
Macho Mandow?
No.
Macho Mandow.
No.
Who do you think's gonna take it, Travis?
This is as difficult as Neville and Barrett to decide, but for a completely different reason.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
you know this match is going to be so hard fought. The competition is so heavy.
The Ascension needs something, but Axel and Sandow are so over with the crowd. It's the kickoff. I'm gonna give it to the regular powers. I think Sandow, hasn't really had anything post Mizdow.
Yeah.
I think he needs a little bit of a launching pad. Mm-hmm. This will be good for Axel, who's been kind of a jobber for the better part of a couple months. And so yeah, I'm gonna say the Ascension aren't gonna get hurt any more than they already have by another loss. Especially the two guys that are super over with the crowd. So I'm going to go with Axel and Sandow.
All right. What about Thomas?
He is going Sandow and Axel.
Ah, completely different.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, God help the Ascension if they lose this match.
This might just be the nail in the coffin if the Ascension lose.
But at the same time, I'm really intrigued to see how Axel and Mandow work as a team.
That's weird. I don't like that you said Mandow. That's weird.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how they work as a team, because I'm kind of wondering, is this just going to be a gimmicky thing for this pay-per-view, or are they hoping to actually keep these two guys together to beef up the tag team roster? With the fact that, a lot of teams are sort of like coming into play here to make up for the fact that the Usos, the strongest team on the roster, are missing. Mm-hmm. The fact that they're bringing back Harper and Rowan together. We saw Jimmy Uso team with Zack Ryder on Main Event. Mm-hmm. And now Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow are teaming together. So I'm wondering if, maybe this is another, trying to help fill the void.
Maybe.
But yeah, I'm going to go with Axelmania and Macho Mandow.
Is it bad that I want the Ascension to come out and say that they have a third member? And then I want Axelmania to turn on Mandow and become the third member of, like, the Ascension World Order.
I don't even know what to say to that.
It's kind of how I feel about this match.
Yeah, but, you know, all in all, it's JBL's favorite match on the card. But a close second to this is going to be the United States title I Quit match between Rusev and John Cena.
Yeah.
I expect this one to be the violent match on the card.
Probably.
Seeing as it's I Quit.
The Fatal 4-Way is probably going to be pretty violent just because there are no rules and you got Dean Ambrose in there. How would you start it off? Who do you think?
Yes. Had a horrible flashback during Rusev's promo.
You and me both.
With the I quit on loop. And, I mean, watch the network. Go on the network if you have it. If you don't, order it, and then you'll also get the pay-per-view. But watch the 1999 Royal Rumble, the I Quit match between The Rock and Mankind, in which Mankind lost because The Rock held a microphone up to his face, and then somebody in the back played Mick Foley saying I quit, taken from a promo he did on Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah.
So, you know, my big worry is Cena, prior to the match, is going to cut a promo, like early in the show, where he shouts I quit.
Well, he said I quit in multiple promos leading up to this match.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because we found out this match was going to happen right after their match at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, I can't recall, though, if he's, like, shouted I quit, like...
He shouted it, but it's been in, like, I will never say the words, I quit.
Yeah. You know, there's going to be, yeah, if that happens, yeah, strictly for the fact I don't want that to happen, Cena wins.
I'm on that fence, like, I don't think it's going to happen, but there is a good chance that it could. But I don't think there's enough of a chance that's going to make me sway over to Rusev. So I'm going to say Cena takes it and retains the U.S. title.
Thomas.
He's going for Cena as well.
So 3-way vote for the Cena man.
Yeah, I think this is going to be, you know, the last thing for Cena, Rusev. This is going to be the break between Rusev and Lana. We'll be able to see, you know, Lana's going to go off, do her thing. Rusev's going to start maybe making his way towards the Intercontinental title, or maybe move up to the main feud and go for the WWE title. I think.
What if Lana ends up throwing the towel in for Rusev?
Oh,
Swerve.
Oh shit! I'd be okay with that.
That's 10 points if that happens.
I'll give them to you.
All right. Moving on. The brains versus the bronze in the battle of the bulge in both the belly and the muscles. Bray Wyatt versus Ryback. The eater of worlds versus the eater of everything that's not worlds.
Everything else in the world.
Yeah. Thomas.
Drum roll, please.
Nope.
Okay. He's going for Wyatt.
Wyatt. Good pick. I
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, I'm going to go with Wyatt because Wyatt has a really good percentage of winning feud matches that aren't super important, aka WrestleManias. I mean, because we saw his feud with Dean Ambrose, he won like all but 2 out of like 3,000 matches. They did most of them street fights.
Poorly crafted feud.
So yeah, I'll go with Wyatt. Wyatt's a good choice. Ryback will have a comeback moment. The next Elimination Chamber or something.
Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna make it a 3-way vote for Wyatt.
We are way too in unison on who's winning these matches.
We have. You're going for Ziggler. I'm going for Sheamus.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bray Wyatt's going to take this one simply because Ryback doesn't necessarily need it. And I think that's the only way you can really kind of continue this feud is to have Wyatt pick up, the first, he needs to fire the first shot.
Yeah.
He's been building up this feud himself, just building towards who is he going to attack. Made it known that it's Ryback, and I think because of the way Wyatt has kind of outsmarted Ryback, it's going to come full circle at Payback, but then, Ryback's going to start to understand how Wyatt works, and it's going to help him towards ultimately winning the feud.
Yeah. I'd go with Wyatt just basically off the fact that in order to keep anything going in Camp Wyatt, post losing to Undertaker at WrestleMania, he needs to win the next pay-per-view match.
You know what? I might not even be surprised if we see the full reformation of the Wyatt family, and that's how Ryback loses.
Could be possible.
I just really want the Wyatt family to be back together.
Yeah. Let's go back into the title picture.
What?
We have a 2 out of 3 falls match for the tag team champions. The New Day defending against Tyson Kidd, Cesaro, the Masters.
I'm excited for this one.
I am too. This is going to be the athletic, entertaining version of matches of the show.
Yes.
I have a prediction about how this match is going to play itself out.
You do. We've talked about this.
That JBL confirmed on Superstars or Main Event that the New Day gets to defend the titles in the Freebird rule. Or as he likes to call the New Day the Glee Birds.
Yeah. Because they sing.
And the idea is that any 2 of them can defend the tag team titles, not just Kofi and Big E who won them.
Yeah,
that's explaining for you, those of you who don't know the Freebird rule.
Yeah.
Is whichever 2 start the match are defending the tag team titles. So it could be Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, could be Xavier Woods and Big E.
And if I remember correctly, I think JBL even said it's the 2 guys that are standing on the apron when the bell rings.
Something to that extent.
And during a 2 out of 3 falls match, the bell rings multiple times at the end of each fall.
So my theory is that for all 3 different falls of the 2 out of 3 falls match, the New Day will be switching one member out for a fresh person.
Yep.
And subsequently will make it so the New Day wins because they're always keeping a fresh person in the ring. So I'm going New Day.
And I'm going to be a cheap sumbitch, and I'm going to take your same prediction for the same exact reason.
Well, you cheap asshole.
Yeah.
What about Thomas's pick?
He's going for the New Day as well.
Wow. We, like all the same people, we're the 3 best friends that anyone could have. Despite that being my pick, I want the Masters to win. Because I like the Masters so much.
I'm not going to... Like, a lot of these matches, I'm not going to be upset at whoever wins because these are all really good matchups.
Yeah.
And everyone's got something that they can take from this and move forward with. And
absolutely.
If the Masters take it back, that's awesome because they made great champions. If the New Day wins, they're really hot as heels right now.
Yeah.
They have a lot of heat and it's great. So I'm almost seeing the New Day take this one and then be kind of screwed in the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, there's another bomb dropped on you guys. If you don't know yet, the tag team titles are going to be defended in the Chamber.
Yeah, 2 chamber matches.
They haven't said how it's going to go down, but the fact that the tag team titles are involved in Elimination Chamber.
That's going to be awesome.
Just tag team chamber is something that has kind of been asked for in the past. We're making strides.
Yeah.
Eventually, Divas Chamber. Please.
Please. That would be awesome. Next year. Next year, Divas Chamber.
NXT Divas Chamber. So we can get that into Full Sail University.
Probably not.
Speaking of tag team matches, though, and divas.
Good segue that you didn't really intend to have.
We have the Bella Twins going against the other family diva tag team of Naomi and Tamina, who are only related by marriage. They're not married, though.
And not even that close, because, like, Tamina's not Jimmy's sister.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a relation there. But, yeah. So, yeah, you have the Bellas versus Naomi and Tamina, the female version of the APA, according to John Bradshaw Layfield. Which, I mean, he's the leading authority on all things APA. So.
Yeah, I mean, he did kind of, like, you know, be a part of that thing.
Yeah. When asked his thought on the opinion, Ron Simmons simply replied, "Damn."
I agree.
Mm-hmm. So who's Thomas got for this one?
He's taken Naomi and Tamina.
Yeah, not a bad choice.
Yeah.
I've been really torn on this one. Because I feel like this one can really go either way and still benefit the winners. And no matter what, in the end outcome, it's benefiting Naomi. But Bellas could really come out of this looking like an unstoppable force. You know, even bringing in Tamina can't knock the Bellas down. Just to give everybody that false, oh, look, the Bellas can't be beaten. And then, whatever, next time they wrestle, Naomi ends up beating Nikki Bella for the title.
That's...
Or, you know, Naomi and Tamina take this match and reveal that there is a chink in the Bella's armor. And that they can be taken down. And lastly... Oh, wait, your pick. Did you have a pick for this match? Sorry.
Did you even pick?
Not yet. But I don't want to forget you. Which I almost just did.
Yeah. No, I'm going... I think this is going to be the Bellas. I think the Bellas are going to take this, and
Split decision.
It's going to be... It's going to be exactly what you said the first way. It's going to be the Bellas, you know, show their strength in numbers, but then, you know, Nikki says, okay, I'll give you one final match, and if you can't beat me, you leave us alone, and then that's when Naomi takes the title.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Tamina and Naomi, just because I'm a huge fan of Tamina, and I'm excited that she's back, and we need to see big strides in the Divas division, so let's have the Bellas lose. Let's have them knocked down a notch. Finally, but not leastly, the Fatal 4-Way match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, the champion, defends against Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns, and Randy Orton. In the match, like a star. Like Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, It's a thing.
Who do you think's going to win?
Honestly, Rollins. Rollins is going to take this one, hands down.
Yeah. We're all going for Rollins.
Yeah. Three-way vote for Rollins.
Yeah. Rollins is just too strong of a heel, and he makes a great champion. And especially now that we have the if Kane doesn't help him, he gets fired. I think that just kind of gives us a for sure that Rollins is taking this.
Yeah. So that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Who do you think's gonna win? Put it in the comments. All them links. Click each one of them. And we'll see you guys on the other side of Payback.